Hey, this is Grant, and welcome to the State of the Channel for March 13th. So, quick recap. This Wednesday is going to be Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop Episode 5. I think this series is going really well, and I've learned a lot from the first 4 episodes, and I think the rest of this is going to be a lot of fun to film. This Friday is going to be Dark Souls 2. I'm hoping to wrap that up. I have 2 DLCs left, but I've only done them once, so maybe it might not be going as well as I think it is. In other news, you may have noticed that this video came out way later than it normally does. I like to release my stuff at 9 a.m., but I wanted to get some info from work before I made this video. A little bit about me. I am a software developer in Nebraska, in the US, and as part of my job I have to actually do what's called an on-call shift, where I will be working from Friday night to Sunday morning on call. So if anything goes wrong, they're going to call me, and I have to be able to deal with it within 20 minutes. So as part of that, I will not be streaming next Friday, because I don't want to stay up all night and do all the streaming and setup and teardown and get a call at 10 p.m. right in the middle of the stream, or 4 a.m. after I've stayed up. I want to make sure I'm really rested, and I can use that time for other things. Also, you may have noticed I bumped the video where I was going to talk about my setup, and that's because I will actually be switching apartments. It didn't seem like a good idea to make a video about my setup when I'm probably going to be changing a lot of it in 2 weeks. So that'll probably come out in I think like a month. I'll need some time to get stuff figured out. I want to buy a new desk, and that's going to really affect where I'm going to put my video camera, where I'm going to go put my PC, and I think if the apartment I'm looking at is the one that I get, then I'll actually have a place where I can leave up all my lights and my green screen, so if I want to stream on a Monday, I can just hit play and go, which is a big deal because right now either you have to see all this junk behind me, or you have to wait for me to set it up every time, and honestly that really kills it. If I could just hit go, I would totally hop on and stream for like 30 minutes, an hour, because I don't have to worry about all this other setup. So what I want to use that extra time for is to hopefully launch my other channel, which is going to be a OSRS themed channel. This is something where I put out videos in the past just because I play it, and it's a really good game to play while I edit, and those have always done outstanding, but I don't consider them to be in the same vein of other things I put out on this channel. So I wanted to put it out as something where, okay, I'm going to update this maybe every other week, or maybe once a week, and I'm not going to put as much time into it as I would say Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop or a live action video, because those require a lot more editing. But it will take a little bit of time, because just like this channel needs its own backlog of videos in case I have to, say, move an apartment, that one will also need its own, and I think I'd like to get that started. Whereas I view this as my personal channel, something where I can just be a little more crazy, or I can switch gears as much as I want because it's just kind of my place to try things. That channel would be a lot more business focused, that this is this show, it comes out these days, this is what I talk about, and has a very specific format. So I want to make sure I have that all finalized and all figured out, and then I'm going to hopefully launch that in the upcoming month. As always, you can get a hold of me over on Twitter anytime you want to ask me any comments or suggestions. I always check that. And thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.